Tonight on NewsWatch Ole Miss, a new abortion policy is enforced in Florida, which has caused controversy among residents.
Plus, a DUI suspect leads police in a car chase.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Juliana Jackson.
And I'm Reagan Settle.
The sun was shining today in Oxford. Luckily, I've been wanting to get some sun here, and it's going to be a beautiful evening. So let's start off tonight's show with a look at our current conditions with weather anchor Erica Fontana.
Good evening, everyone. So right now it is 86 degrees here in Oxford. Perfect temperature. Get outside. Enjoy it while it lasts. The sun is shining. Winds out of the southeast 5 miles per hour. Barely any wind. Again, absolutely perfect temperature. I'll be back later in the show with how this temperature might change looking into the weekend. Back to you guys.
As of today, the state of Florida is enforcing a new abortion law that dramatically alters the options for individuals more than 6 weeks into pregnancy. Reporter Laura Aguirre shares public reactions to this major shift in abortion policies.
The reality has really set in. It is a devastating day, a devastating time.
Florida's 6-week near total ban on abortion has taken effect.
I can't provide the care that, I've been trained to provide.
Before now, patients had 15 weeks to legally seek an abortion, giving more time between pregnancy discovery and a decision.
Trying to capture people under 6 weeks is really, really challenging.
Now, many Floridians may have to travel hundreds or thousands of miles to seek care.
Having to travel to Illinois, Virginia, or Maryland, depending on where you are.
Or resort to potentially more dangerous alternatives.
We don't want women taking matters into their own hands.
The new ban has limited exceptions for life of the patient and fetal anomalies, also rape, incest, and human trafficking until 15 weeks.
What we have seen and what we will continue to see is physicians and healthcare providers delay care or deny care.
Within hours of the new ban taking hold, Vice President Kamala Harris arrived in Jacksonville, reiterating the White House's promise to protect reproductive rights.
The fundamental freedom to make decisions about one's own body and not have their government tell them what they're supposed to do.
Former President Donald Trump told Time magazine this week that he'd continue to leave decisions on abortion, including monitoring a woman's pregnancy, up to the states. I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
A DUI suspect in Massachusetts leads police on a frantic chase that ended with the individual crashing through a fence. Reporter Brandon Truitt has more on this incident.
Down 114, 176 is going down 114. We're following them 60 miles an hour at this point.
It is video you will only see on WBZ. A police chase Tuesday afternoon, tearing through the streets of several communities. Police from multiple agencies were after the man driving this red truck. Video from Sky Eye shows it weaving in and out of traffic, blowing through red lights and driving on the wrong side of the road, with police following closely behind.
Slowing down, matter of fact, he doesn't know where to go right now.
Just after 4, the truck driver pulled into this parking lot on South Main Street in Middleton. With no way out, he throws the truck in reverse. Officers run up to him with guns drawn. Growing desperate with no way out, the driver launches the truck through the fence and over the wall. Video from the business below shows the truck hit the ground. A dirt bike and other belongings fly out of the truck's bed.
That's just crazy. I've never seen something like that happen here before.
Never good to run from the cops,
But the driver kept going, making it one town over to Danvers. That's where he ditched his truck and beelined into the woods. Police running after him, finally capturing the man minutes later.
When I crossed through the woods, cemetery, when I crossed the...
Police were seen walking the man out of the woods in handcuffs, his face and neck bloodied, and he was driven away in an ambulance.
Job openings dropped to their lowest point in 3 years. Data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics reveals that U.S. employers have approximately 8.5 million jobs available in March. Currently, there's only 1.3 job openings for every job seeker. This ratio marks a significant decrease from the pandemic recovery period, when it was around 2 to 1. Meanwhile, the percentage of people quitting their jobs is at the lowest level we have seen since August of 2020.
Coming up, Fordham University's campus is now the setup for Palestinian protests.
Plus, a Wisconsin school shooting that has left the community in fear. All this and more after the break. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie, nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Have you ever seen somebody treated unfairly because of the color of their skin?
Do you guys know what it means to have white privilege?
What is racism and what do you think about it?
Talk to young children about what racism is, giving them the language to understand it. They can be disruptors. They can shape and shift culture.
We may not always know the answer, but we'll try and help you learn.
You don't have to have all the answers, but that doesn't mean we can't start.
Officials in Metro Madison, Wisconsin is locking down schools as an active shooter is reported at Mount Horror Middle School, leaving witnesses in a state of panic as children flee the scene amidst the sound of gunshots. Law enforcement responded with rifles and emergency vehicles. The suspect was stopped outside the building and never made it inside. There are no reports of injuries aside from the suspect. As investigations proceed, authorities are prioritizing the safety of all students and staff in the district. An explosion at a New Jersey business on Wednesday afternoon resulted in one fatality. 2 people sustained severe burns while 2 others suffered minor burns. The Old Bridge Police Department, joined by neighboring towns, assisted in bringing the situation under control. At this time, foul play is not suspected, and the cause of the explosion remains under investigation.
Pro-Palestinian activists have now staged a protest at Fordham University's Upper West Side campus. This protest adds to the growing wave of activism on college campuses nationwide, as students and faculty advocate for solidarity with Palestine amidst ongoing conflicts in the region. As images and reports of this protest continue to circulate, the public now looks at how the university's administration responds to the protesters' demands and concerns. Now let's check in with weather anchor Erica Fontana for a look at your current conditions.
So tonight it's going to be 62 degrees here in Oxford. Luckily, it won't be too chilly of an evening. I feel like lately it has been pretty warm, which is always nice for the mornings when we wake up. And it will be mostly clear. Again, minimal clouds, so it will stay pretty warm in the evening. Winds will be southeast, 5 miles per hour. So similar to what they are right now, no winds, which will be very nice. We'll be back with a full weather forecast after the break.
Charles Taway, I was in the United States Navy, flight deck, Harry S. Truman. A veteran friend of mine took his own life with a gun. What didn't take place? What didn't happen that could have prevented that? Safely storing your weapon is important. It's your guard that you put up beforehand to ensure that if you're not in the right state of mind, you're still watching your own back. Service never stops as far as locking it up properly. Protect yourself and those around you.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
This is the moment I knew. His future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to NewsWatch. Well, the first day of May is off to a great start. As we can see, it is 86 degrees here in Oxford. I feel like we haven't had a temperature like this in quite a while, so it's great to see some sunny skies like we have now. Wind southeast 5 miles per hour. So again, if you're walking to class, you can walk in the park, maybe go into the square, you won't feel any wind, so it'll be perfect conditions. And around northeastern Mississippi, we're looking around much of the same temperatures. We have in South Haven 84 degrees, Holly Springs and Oxford 86, and then Corinth 87, and a high in northern Mississippi will be Tupelo at 88. So no matter where you're traveling to today, if it's local, you'll have some great temperatures. And tonight it's going to be 62 degrees, great evening temperature, mostly clear skies. Luckily there'll be no rain, just a couple clouds. Again, winds are the same as they are right now. Southeast 5 miles per hour. If you're an early riser and it's still dark when you wake up, don't worry, it won't be chilly as it's 62 degrees. And tomorrow it's also going to be 86 degrees as it is today. However, there will be a little bit of rain in the afternoon. We're going to have sun all morning, but late afternoon, early evening, we will start to see some rain. Though it could be light, chances are it might be a little bit of a thunderstorm, and winds will be south 5-10 miles per hour. Even if there is a thunderstorm, I'd say we're pretty safe with no trees falling or anything like that because the winds will be very minimal. And tomorrow's temperatures around northeast Mississippi, pretty much the same how they are today. Temperatures are pretty consistent, which is a good thing. We're finally seeing that heading into the spring. South Haven 84, Holly Springs 85, Oxford 86, Tupelo 87, and a high for the area is 88 in Corinth, which is crazy. We're almost at 90-degree weather, considering it is only May 1st. And heading into the 5-day forecast, unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of rain, as you can see. April showers are definitely bringing May showers and not May flowers this year. Tomorrow is going to be 86 degrees, sunny, a little bit of rain towards the evening. Friday, it's unfortunately going to be raining, 78 degrees, so at least it'll be a little bit warm. And then Saturday, 82. It'll be raining, about 40% chance. Sunday, same thing, and then as well as Monday. So we're looking at much of the same temperatures and weather as well.
Well, looking at the weekly forecast, you just never know with Mississippi weather. Honestly, it could change like that, I feel
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
I was ready for it to get warmer, but I don't know if I was ready for it to get this hot this fast.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
I went to class this morning with a sweatshirt, sweatpants on, and I had to change.
Yeah.
It was so hot.
Breaking a sweat within a second of walking to class.
Yes. And speaking of the weather and finals coming up, so do you think we'll be able to study outside, or what do you think students can expect?
I think that maybe after this weekend we'll be able to study outside. Again, it will be a pretty wet week and weekend, so I know stay inside, maybe go to the library, but hopefully we could get outside maybe starting around Tuesday.
Yes. What other spots on campus do y'all enjoy studying at?
The Grove, I love the Grove. I've been spending a lot of time outside, especially with this weather though, but I like the library. Okay, it's a little too quiet for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Library's
I love
quiet.
the Graduate Hotel lobby.
Oh, me too.
That's probably my favorite place to study
Yes.
at. And what do we have coming up in sports?
And coming up, the baseball team is headed to Pearl to face Mississippi State yet again in the annual Governor's Cup. And the NBA playoffs are heating up. I'll have that and more up next in sports.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
Welcome back. I'm Laurel Wynn with Sports Watch. The Ole Miss baseball team is headed to Pearl this weekend for the annual matchup against Mississippi State. Though the Rebels are coming off a significant series loss to the Alabama Crimson Tide over the weekend, their series win over the Bulldogs in early April is likely still very fresh on their minds. After all, it was the first time the Rebels have taken a series against State since 2015. The Rebels are ranked number 16 in the country, while Ole Miss is sitting at the bottom of the SEC totem pole in terms of wins. The Rebels will look to add another tick to their win column this evening at 6:30 p.m. You can catch all of the action on ESPN2. Two Ole Miss women's golfers received SEC honors as their 2023-24 regular season comes to an end. The conference announced that today. Junior Caitlin McNabb earned her first All-SEC accolade after being named to the All-SEC second team. McNabb has tallied 8 top 20 finishes this season along her route to breaking program records, including lowest season stroke average in Rebel history. Her teammate, senior Andrea Lignell, earned a spot on the community service team for the first time in her career as an acknowledgement for her participation in service efforts like Special Olympics and Feed the Sip. Congratulations to those two ladies. Now taking things outside of the collegiate athletic circuit and onto the NBA courts to recap the ongoing playoffs, the Western Conference has nearly played all of their first-round playoff games, with the series between the Clippers and the Dallas Mavericks tied 2-2 right now. The OKC Thunder awaits the winner of that series to play in the conference semifinals. The Timberwolves and Nuggets are already set to face off against each other in the Western Conference's semifinals this Saturday. Over on the eastern side of the country, round one of the playoffs is just getting started, actually. Tonight at 7:30 p.m., the Boston Celtics match up against the Miami Heat, with the 3 other conference series beginning this week. The conference winners will be featured in the NBA Finals in June with the chance to win the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. Ole Miss's Nico Slavic earned a bid to the NCAA Outdoor Tennis Championships as an individual. The NCAA announced on Tuesday that Slavic will have a chance to compete in the singles competition beginning May 20th and running through the 25th in Stillwater, Oklahoma. The Stockholm, Sweden native is an Ole Miss tennis legend, garnering 4 All-SEC first-team honors while being the team leader in ranked singles wins at 4 and ranked doubles wins at 3 for the year. To follow Nico's run at the NCAA tournament in a few weeks, follow Ole Miss men's tennis on X or Instagram. On the topic of tennis, football's Lane Kiffin is quite the pickleball fan, and if you walk by the Turner tennis courts at any time during the day, you may see several courts being taken up by he and his staff or players. Tight end Caden Prescorn actually posted an Instagram story recruiting the best pickleball player in Oxford. Tennis's Nico Slavic replied, and the two matched up against Coach Kiffin and a staff member to settle who the best team is. And much like he dominates the portal, he also managed to beat out Slavic and Prescorn in the Pickleball Challenge. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to follow us on X at rebel_watch for the latest sports updates.
In regards to Ole Miss sports, officers of the Oxford Police Department responded about 5 p.m. on Friday after a reported shooting. The investigation revealed that 22-year-old Jamarion DeMontre Sharp fired a gun toward the victim and was later taken into custody.
Yes, that's right. Sharp, a senior, joined the Rebels for his last year after transferring from Western Kentucky. The 7'5" player forward played 31 games and led the SEC in blocks. Sharp is now charged with aggravated assault and was given a $100,000 bond. Ole Miss News Watch will be right back.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that could be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Well, as you can see here, we have the 2024 Ole Miss yearbook. It was just revealed this past Monday, and so it's super exciting for us students here.
Yes, absolutely. Students, faculty, and staff can go pick up their copy of the newest edition of the Ole Miss in the Union, as well as editions from previous years.
Yeah, it's so exciting.
So grab your own, use it as a coffee table decoration.
Yes. Yes. Thank
well,
you.
Disney has just unveiled the first trailer for its upcoming film, Mufasa: The Lion King, exploring the backstory of the beloved character Mufasa. Serving as a prequel to the 2019 photorealistic movie, this highly anticipated release features Aaron Pierre as Mufasa, with Beyoncé returning to voice Nala. Additionally, Beyoncé's daughter Blue Ivy lends her voice, portraying King Simba's daughter. With several actors from the 2019 film reprising their roles, Mufasa: The Lion King is set to roar into theaters on December 20th.
Well, I know I will be there to go see it. I love Disney.
I love The Lion King. Yes, I'm excited.
So good. Yes, I'm sure it will break box office numbers.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. Well, in 2016, astronomers in Hawaii discovered an asteroid that comes with 9 million miles of Earth during its orbit. Initially thought to originate from the moon due to its reflectivity, Recent simulations suggest it likely came from the Giordano Bruno crater on the moon's far side, estimated to be about 4 million years old. This recent finding has now opened new doors into our understanding of near-Earth asteroids and lunar dynamics. So guys, this is our final show of the year, and I'm a senior, and so this is my final show too, and this has just been such an amazing time here.
Yes, I'm so sad to see you leaving, but I'm sure we all know you'll do great things and we'll miss you.
Yes, well with that, Erica, what is our upcoming forecast, if you can recap that for us?
Yep, so the 5-day forecast, it looks like it's going to be pretty rainy. So maybe this is a good time to, catch up on your studying, prepare for finals next week. So you won't have to be outside in the rain. You could just maybe hunker in, go to the library with some friends or the graduate, study a little bit, and hopefully things will be a little bit sunnier during finals week.
And speaking of finals, what are we looking for? Are we looking forward to school being done, or what do we think?
I'm looking forward to school being done so I can see my home friends, but I'm sad to see my friends here, leave them and stuff. And, just always kind of sad to end the semester, but good things coming.
Yes, for sure.
Really? Well, I'm studying abroad with the School of Journalism this summer, so I'm very excited for the Indy Finals to see what's to come.
Yes.
Well, that'll be awesome.
It's so exciting. Where are you going to be studying abroad at?
Hungary and Austria, so I'll be hiking through the Alps.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm excited to be able to watch
jealous,
on social
yeah.
media.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Juliana, I'm excited to see all the wonderful things that you do now that you're moving on from us at NewsWatch.
I know. Thank you so much. I know. I'll have to come back as alum and be able to help the new students and the new NewsWatch crews, which I think is going to be really exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. What plans do you have coming up?
Not a ton. I'll definitely be running a lot, especially in this weather. And I kind of like y'all. I hate that the semester ends, but also glad to see what happens in summer.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And also, if students are staying in Oxford during the summer, there's so much there is to offer.
Yes.
Like Lane Kiffin playing pickleball.
Exactly.
Might be able to go out and see him on the court.
You can definitely join Lane Kiffin on the courts. That might be what I'll be doing this summer since I will be having an Oxford summer. So please come out and join us on the courts for pickleball.
You could practice to see if you maybe could beat him.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about that. If Juice is out there, I'll probably be hanging out with him.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, as a senior, just to recap my entire NewsWatch Ole Miss experience, I actually started off as a reporter. And for the first 2 years and then my last 2 years, I have been an anchor. So I've been able to see, I feel like, all sides of it. I've been able to meet so many great people through it.
Yes, really cool to kind of see how you can move up and do all the different types of stuff.
Yes, and as a student, there's so many things you can be involved in, and I just think that's such a great thing about Ole Miss. It doesn't matter what you want to do or what you do. You can join anything, and you can come out of it and see how much you learn from it.
Yes.
How do you feel like the Student Media Center has helped you prepare for your career?
Oh my gosh, it has prepared me so much. They put me in so many real-world experiences that I'm so excited to take on to my next journey. And with that being said, that's all we have for tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Juliana Jackson.
And I'm Reagan Settle with your latest news.
I'm Laurel Wynn with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm Erica Fontana.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local.